Good day, and thank you for allowing me to introduce myself. My name is Alvin de Beer, and I'm from Cape Town, which is the most beautiful city in South Africa. I've lived here all my life, and I've also been educated here. I hold a bachelor's degree in theology, and I'm currently working towards earning my honors in theology. In May of 2014, which is this year, I also managed to attain my TEFL certificate of 150 hours. Most of my teaching experience has always been community-based. I've been involved with church in one form or another. So I've been teaching children at Sunday school. I've been engaging with young people through youth group programs. And I'm also currently teaching adult Bible study. As of last year, I've also been involved with the local drug rehabilitation center, where I teach life skills-based programs to teenagers ranging from 11 through to 18 years. As associate pastor at a local church, I also managed to preach to about 100 people on certain Sundays. So why teach abroad? Our world is getting smaller. With the internet and better traveling, it becomes easier for people all over the world to meet and interact with each other. And with English as the international medium of communication, it therefore becomes just so much easier for people to relate to each other and also to understand one another on a better level. With my being then able to teach people English, it just becomes so much easier for people to communicate better, because better communication leads to better understanding leads to better relationships. And also, when we relate better to each other, it just makes understanding different cultures that much easier. At the same time, I also relish the idea of being able to travel. I've never been outside of South Africa, so teaching English in a foreign country would also give me the opportunity not just to teach people English, which is an empowering skill, but at the same time it will allow me to meet people, experience their cultures, and also see parts of the world that I've never been in. In terms of class sizes, the smallest group I've interacted with consists of about 5 students, with the biggest group ranging to about 45 students. So handling a class of 20 to 25 students would be about average for me. The normal size audience that I interact with consists of about 100 to 120 people. Now I understand that that audience might not necessarily be in a class setting, so I understand it would be different. But the different settings in which I had to participate and interact with people has given me the ability to be able to change my way of interacting to suit the people that I'm busy with. Difficult or disruptive students is part of any teaching environment. It doesn't really matter where you are. You're always going to find 1 or 2 students that is difficult or tries to do things their own way. How you handle them primarily depends upon both the age of the student as well as the environment that you find yourself in. One means of dealing with a difficult student is to engage with them on a one-on-one basis. Try and find out what is the underlying reasons that gives rise either to their dissatisfaction or their disruptive behavior. Also, it is also a good means of trying to get that student involved either in the setting up of your preparation or as part of your preparation, in order to sort of get them out of that situation and introduce something new. Now, one has to be very careful when you go about doing that, because it could give the impression that negative behavior or disruptive behavior will result in more attention. For an extremely difficult student, one can either consult with senior teachers, the principal, or, as I almost want to say, a last resort, consult with the parents of the students to try and get this situation with this student sorted out. An important aspect of class management is how you engage with the students. You should make eye contact. You should speak in a warm and friendly manner. And it should look as if you're enjoying what you do. When you enjoy what you do and also enjoy your students will pick up on that and react to that, and they'll form part of what is happening. 3 key aspects that you've got to adhere to is, in the first place, as a teacher, know what you want. Know what the outcome of the lesson should be. Know what you expect from your students, and be clear about both that and the instructions that you give. Secondly, be consistent. Be consistent in the manner in which you engage with the student, in the way in which you interact. Be consistent in both manner in which you apply discipline as well as rewards. The consistency will mean that there's guidelines to follow, and it's easy for students to relate both to what you are teaching and to you. And then thirdly, and I almost feel most importantly, is be prepared. Your lesson plan should be well thought out. All aspects of it should be logical and should flow together. Also, if you have any props or regalia or anything that goes with it, those should all be at hand readily, and they should work. And you should have a backup plan. Not just a backup plan, but have extra activities to make sure that at the end of the lesson, you're not left with too much time and have nothing to do. And also be flexible, and that's where the backup plan and the extra things comes in, because if any part of your lesson is not working, you'd be able to change it to suit the need of the class. Thank you once again just for the opportunity of being able to express how I propose to conduct myself abroad. I trust that all the relevant aspects have been touched on and that I've answered all the relevant questions. I hope to hear from you soon. Goodbye.